Alright guys, I have to be honest, I think that Josh Donaldson's home run celebration might be my favorite of all time. I think it's up there with, remember when Prince Fielder and Ryan Braun used to hit home runs? They used to do that 1-2 punch and then they would duck under it. Who is better, the Ryan Braun and Prince Fielder or the Josh Donaldson umbrella? Let me know in the comment section down below. What's going on guys, it's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. We are going to have a lot of fun today because we have some history being made by the Minnesota Twins. Even Mike Trout is joining Major League Baseball history. Also, Cody Bellinger, who got off to the hottest start of 2019, is now being benched. So we're going to talk about everything. So without further ado, let's start talking baseball. This video is brought to you by SeatGeek, so if you're going to any baseball games, football games, concerts, anything like that, use code Fuzzy to save $20 off. 2019 has been the year of home runs. Home run records are being broken left and right by rookies, teams. It's just insane. The Yankees, they broke the record last year. Their record was broken this year, but we're going to go ahead and just talk about the Yankees right now because they were facing the Oakland A's, and it seems like the A's always give the Yankees some trouble. DJ LeMahieu, a potential MVP candidate. I don't know if he's going to win it because he's kind of been slumping the last month, maybe month and a half, but yesterday, yeah, him and the Yankees, they took care of business.
Driven deep to right field, going back Grossman, Trout, wall, see ya, into the second deck the other way.
And he swings and drills one to deep right. That ball is high, it is far, it is gone to win the game.
We have a few more walk-offs to talk about, so it's going to be a pretty crazy start to the video. The Reds and the Cardinals faced off against each other twice yesterday. There was a doubleheader. Trevor Bauer in Game 1 was not good. He actually is a 1-4 record with an 8.5 ERA in his last 7 starts. That is not going to cut it, so I think the Indians, they have won that trade so far. So the Cardinals, they win Game number 1 over Trevor Bauer, and then Matt Carpenter, who's been awful all season, he's starting to heat up a little bit. He wins Game number 2 on a walk-off.
First, as Fowler hits a high drive out to deep right.
By Bauer, a swing, and there's a fly ball hit deep. Left swing, and the ball is hit to right center. That gets down. Molina around third base. The throw to Galvis, relay to the plate. Too late. It's a Redbird winner.
All right, guys, so we have the final walk-off from yesterday. So this one is coming from the Texas Rangers, who were honoring Michael Young. Michael Young was one of my favorite players in baseball when he was playing. They retired his jersey number 10, which I feel like a lot of people wore number 10 growing up. So the fact that no one else can wear that, that's pretty special. But the Rangers, they did it for Michael Young. Congrats. That was an amazing career. I miss him.
A tying run in. Chopper, shortstop. Here comes the throw to the plate. Oh!
I think he did.
I think he got in.
Taking an extra look.
Here we go. Well, this one in the air, and that's a base hit, and the Rangers win it. Isaiah Carter for Leffa.
Guys, I need you all to go get a Twitter because if you do not follow any Red Sox fans, it is the most entertaining thing in the entire world. Like, I'm not trying to hate on you guys, but you talk so much smack about every single team. Then when your team is winning, there's even more smack talk. And then when you play a team like the Angels and your bullpen absolutely implodes, nothing is said. There's no, well, we need to fix this or we need to fix that. They just log off Twitter and go to bed, and then they wake up the next morning and they start trolling again. So Boston Red Sox fans, all I'm saying is be better, because the Red Sox bullpen, they could be better too.
Big jump, good one, a swing and a miss, and Trout has just picked up career stolen base number 200. Goodwin flips one out to right field, there's a base hit, 2 more runs. Albert shoots one out toward right center field, taking Betts back to the track near the wall, leaps and gone! Big fly for Albert Pujols.
One more note about that game is Mike Trout became the youngest player in the history of baseball to have 200 home runs and 200 stolen bases. Barry Bonds was 29, A-Rod was 29, Mike Trout is 28 years old. So this guy, he is on pace to be the GOAT, or at least in the conversation to be one of the greatest players of all time. So I think maybe we can answer the question in the comment section down below. If you could have one of 5 players, you have Babe Ruth, Ken Griffey Jr., you have Willie Mays, Barry Bonds, and Mike Trout. I know there's a few other players that you could talk about, but if there was one player that you could choose for the next 10 years at their prime, who are you taking? Josh Bell is having one of the best seasons that I can remember from a first baseman. He's a switch hitter. This guy yesterday, he's tying Pete Alonso for the most amount of home runs that have traveled 450 feet. He has 6 home runs this year alone of over 450. So this guy is absolutely mashing. The Pirates are playing really well. Also one more player that we have to talk about is Kevin Newman. This guy is an absolute hitting machine. So if you need someone next year for a fantasy squad, Kevin Newman might be your guy. So without further ado, the Pirates, oh, they keep rolling right now.
Pitch and a swing and a rocket out to left center. Hilliard back on this one, and it's gone. A leadoff home run. 2 tonight. And a swing and a deep fly ball out to right. This one's way back and gone. Halfway up the second deck in right center. Bell hits number 35.
Alright guys, so I have a correction to make from yesterday. So I said that Wilson Ramos was on a 19-game hitting streak. I am completely off the ball when it comes to his hitting streak. He is now on a 24-game hitting streak because he was able to extend that yesterday against the Phillies. Just the Phillies, I don't think that they're going to be able to compete this year. Maybe 2020 is going to be better because they have a lot of cap space. They can sign some pitchers. They can add some bullpen arms. One thing I will say is Jeremy Jeffries just was released by the Brewers. We'll talk about the Brewers game in just a second. But if the Phillies, if they can sign him and if he can maybe revert back to old Jeremy Jeffries, that might be a big helping hand, but I'm ranting. The Mets won yesterday.
And he tied him up in a knot. He strikes. I mean, if he hadn't swung, it might have hit him. Maybe it did hit him.
Maybe swinging a liner down the right field line.
Harper leading it off.
It's a field home run.
For the Phillies. Swinging a grounder to third along the line. Picked behind the bag by Frazier.
Kevin Biggio put the big in Biggio by hitting a 3-run home run yesterday against the Houston Astros. The Houston Astros, anytime that you can beat them, that's actually a huge victory because they're one of the most complete teams in baseball, if not the most complete team. So the rookies for the Blue Jays, they're just so exciting with Bo Bichette, Vlad. You have Kevin Biggio. I just love their team. If I could have 3 jerseys from one team, it might be the Blue Jays because I might be wearing those names for a while. So Kevin Biggio, take it away, man.
High fly ball to left field. Reddick going back. This ball's going to go. Get up. Bringing a drive. Get up, ball. Get out of here. This one's going to go. 2-run home run for Biggio.
What's impressive about that is how well.
2 teams that I want to talk about right now. They're coming from the American League Central. The first one is the Minnesota Twins as they break the all-time home run record for a single season with 268 bombs, and there's still a month left of baseball. So they have a chance to push 300 home runs, which I think is going to happen. So obviously the baseballs are juiced. I don't think there's any denying with 1 month of baseball. They have 8 guys with 20 plus home runs. It's just absolute madness. But they did lose to the Chicago White Sox. And then speaking of losing, the Indians, they are getting clapped by the Rays. I'm just hoping that we can play better because every time that we play bad teams, when I say we, because I'm a Tribe fan, we play really well. Anytime that we play playoff teams, we're not the best. So yeah, Twins losing and the Indians losing. I'm just glad that the Twins lost. So yeah, just take it away, Rays and White Sox fans.
Launches one to left. Goes the other way. Are you kidding me?
Deep to the left. The Twins set another home run record. 8 players now with
The 0-2 pitch.
Garver with a blast. Prolific home run hitting team in baseball history. His second tonight. And the
3-2 pitch. Boom to deep right field. There's a line. There's a high shot. Deep into left. Now this one drilled into left. That's a shot.
swung on and pounded to left. Back.
High popper. He is there.
The Dodgers are on the verge of getting swept by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, there's no shame in saying that because the Diamondbacks offense is legit. They're here to stay, and their pitching can sometimes be really good as well. But the fact that Cody Bellinger, he's been in a 3-month slump. Now, a lot of people are saying he's still hitting home runs and he's driving in runs. I agree with that. But when you go from hitting 416 to 309 to 272 to 250 to 230 in the month of August, we're talking about Cody Bellinger. He was benched yesterday to try and reset the mindset. So I'm hoping that he turns it around because I do like Cody Bellinger. He's an absolute stud. But if he doesn't pick it up, the Diamondbacks, they're going to have something special for the Dodgers tonight. Maybe a sweep.
And the 1-0.
Now, Wilmer Flores.
Abed hits one into left field down the line. That's fair. Escobar.
Cut on it, driven down the right field side. That's a base hit. Ball 4, and the bases are full of Dodgers.
First pitch. Walker's got it. They get one.
Now that you guys just saw the Diamondbacks won, I do have to say they're 3.5 games back in the wild card for the National League, so the Diamondbacks are making noise. The Cardinals are playing really well. One team that is just scary if you think about it is the Washington Nationals, as they are still in the wild card race. Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon both joined the 30 home run club yesterday, which is only the second time in Nationals history that that's been done. I think Adam Dunn and Ryan Zimmerman did it back in 2011. I know, Adam Dunn, that's a crazy name. Also, Ryan Zimmerman, did he retire? Anyways, if you guys can let me know if Ryan Zimmerman is still playing baseball. I actually have no idea. I think he did retire, but Juan Soto and Anthony Rendon, these guys do not let up on opposing pitchers.
Swing.
Long one to left. Soto might be the best 3-4 in baseball. And now Soto goes. See you later. Against him career. And he goes deep left center. See you later.
Also, guys, one more correction. The Twins, they were not playing the Chicago White Sox. That just ended. That series ended. They are now playing the Braves. The Twins are playing the Tigers, so don't hate me. The team that did play the Chicago White Sox is the Atlanta Braves, and I had Ronaldo Lopez on my fantasy team. He's the pitcher, the starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox, and he got me a grand total of negative 14 points. So I'm not even going to say anything. Just show the highlights.
He strokes one up the middle. That's going to score 2 more. Dallas
for the bringer of rain.
Line drive, left center field. Will we see it? That ball is gone. Check him out. There he goes around first. He's got the umbrella out. He pushed the button, and he makes it 11-5.
So this next team, we're talking about the San Diego Padres. I do have to say something real quick. So for all my Star Wars fans, you are going to understand this. Will Myers, he was the chosen one, okay? He was Anakin Skywalker in his rookie year. He was supposed to be, Mike Trout 2.0, but he really fell off. But yesterday, he was able to show the world that maybe once upon a time he was supposed to be really awesome. But this home run, I mean, it's cool. The Padres win. It's great.
One pitch, a ground ball toward the middle. Dubon to his left, has this one, spins around, throws to first.
Swing and a miss. And now Maranta collapses on the mound.
Well hit to center field. Straight away. Going back is Pilar. Way back. Get out of here. Gone. 2-run shot, Will Myers.
2 games that I want to talk about right now. They really don't have any correlation to each other, but I just decided to put them together because why not? The Brewers, they won a pretty boring game over the Chicago Cubs yesterday. It was a 2-0 ball game. There weren't any home runs hit, which is crazy because we're in the juiced ball era. So the Brewers, they were able to beat the Cubs, and then the Royals faced off against the Orioles in the Battle of the Bums. I'm sorry if you take offense to that, but these teams are not very good. So here we go. Brewers and the Royals. Who won? The Orioles or the Royals? I actually don't remember.
Early in this game. Lined into center field, a base hit. That's going to score a couple. Gamel's in. Yelich is in. One out in the 8th. Lined and caught by Orlando Arcia right into the shift. He is still laying down in shallow center as he made that catch. Well struck.
Had a couple of hits. Center field. Phillips coming on. Diving and making to Bubba Starling.
Orchid tonight.
That ball so far. It's in pretty well to center. Tagging it. Oh, he dropped it. He dropped the baseball.
Merrifield is at the plate.
Phillips the third.
Everybody's going to move up. So is Lopez.
Alright guys, well that is going to do it for today's Major League Baseball recap. I hope that you guys did enjoy. If you did, make sure you subscribe and leave a like on today's video. If I can find any more highlights, I'll go ahead and roll them right now. Use code Fuzzy on SeatGeek to save $20 off. If you're going to a minor league game, sometimes you're paying like $5 for a ticket if you use my code. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.
The 1-2 from Gray. Hit well to center field. Back goes Senzel. Senzel makes the catch and crashes into the wall. What a